Well, hello again, everyone. George here. Glad everybody's here and hope everybody's safe and sound. Hey, we are taking a trip on our engine here, which is a mighty fine, good diesel engine. This is our Smoky Mountain Lumber Run Part 1. That's hard to say. But we're heading right now. We just left just a little bit ago the lumber yard, and we'll get to that one in just a little bit. Actually, that'll be in part 2 of this video. These videos ended up being pretty long, but there she is. She's heading to Industry Island. Now this is all fictional places that I've created here, but I thought I'd come up with a island where you could find various industries to run the trains to, and so there is a lumber yard on this island, and that's where our diesel trains are going there. So we're just going to ride along and have a good day, enjoying a good train ride. That's always fun, I think. Now these crossings here, I'll just tell you, I don't know. I worked trying to figure out how to get these crossings to work. Well, I tell you, that's a dickens to try to keep up with the numbering and all that, but it makes this game just that more challenging and enjoyable, I think. So, but this is the bridge that connects the island from our railroad here. And I think this is the only actually no, there's 2 bridges, one on the other end of this island, and we'll have to do another video on that. But this bridge here, I love the artwork of it. It's a good old-fashioned steel bridge, and this is inside the cab of this engine here. And I'm not sure if it was maybe a technical glitch or something, but something just don't seem right about you see here, it doesn't seem quite right as far as the interior, but maybe it is. I don't know. I've tried to work with the lighting and all, and I don't know what it is, but it's okay. It still looks good. But we got a bunch of lumber here. We're taking to the lumber yard there, and it's a good peaceful day here at Industry Island, and right outside of the Smoky Mountains. And that's the thing about this game. You can just create any places or anything that comes to mind. And of course, a lot of folks may not know that the Great Smoky Mountains used to be a big logging area for East Tennessee, is where they used to get a lot of the lumber. They used to get a lot of the logs, of course, to turn them into lumber, rather. And that ended, many years ago. And if any of you have ever been to the Great Smoky Mountains, Little River Road that goes from Gatlinburg to, say, CADES-Cove, that road, that is actually the what used to be the train tracks of the Great Smoky Mountains there, of the lumber run. And one of the last engines that operated in that area is located in Townsend, Tennessee. And I did a video on it, kind of a sort of a music video of it, and I'll put a link up here for that if you want to check that out. So we're getting close right now to our lumber yard, and really these signals here, they take a little bit. I have another train. There is another train that operates on that other track there to the right, and it is a passenger train, and it's actually a tram train, but I just didn't put the calipers, the wiring and all through there, but it runs pretty good though. So we're just slowly heading into our lumber yard here. So there she is heading into the lumber warehouse, I guess you could call that. And I didn't know if this was actually going to work properly. There's a lot of little setting up to get this to work, or get the trains to unload the lumber. You can actually do an instant unload, but it just seems more interesting when the engines actually stop like they're doing now, and the product, whatever the train is loaded with, that it unloads, piece by piece, or car by car, I guess you could say. But the artwork on a lot of these factories and industries is really good. Now this map, or this setup, this island, the whole thing here, still a lot of work to go. That track that you're seeing over there to the left, excuse me, there's nothing that connects to it. I think that I had put that down because I was needing to put an engine over there. And that's the thing about this game, you see, you can do that. But you see, now the train, as it slides in there, and so get an angle here, see how it disappears off the car there? I just really enjoy that. I think that's just, it's not the laborers or, the workers actually unloading piece by piece or whatever, but it gives you the sense that, well, the train is unloading where it's supposed to be. And then even the animation puts it in the warehouse. So there it is. Well, it's coming out of the warehouse pretty good. And look at the little forklift over there. I really enjoy that. That's a separate piece there, and it's and I'm not sure. I can't remember who designed this, but it is on the download station. You can put it with your with your warehouses and all. But it's just funny to watch it too, 'cause it'll drop the lumber there, the piles of plywood. It'll shoot back, and then it'll go back to trying to pick up another load of it. And it's funny too, because it just never ends. It all the work it's doing, it just never seems to be enough. And that seems like that's the way it is in the real life, right? But you can watch it here. It'll back up, grabs its plywood, and takes it and puts it in the spot that I guess the foreman told him to, or her. And so he or she, whoever's driving the forklift, rolls back, goes back over, and gets another load, and just as you see, it disappears. So a job never completed. So here she is pulling out, and she's almost done this train. This Constance almost unloaded here, and so we're slowly coming out of the area. Now you look at that engine there parked right there, that CSX, this one here. I had to move it. You may have noticed it was on the other track, but I had to move it because it was in the way. And before this is our lumber yard right here, or not lumber yard. This is the log area here. This is the timber area. This is where the trains go into the woods and get the cut down logs and bring them here for them to be picked up, so they can be taken to the lumber yard to be turned into plywood, to go back to the plywood warehouse where the current train is right now. Check out this log. This is so funny too. I love the animation of it, but it just bloop, just drops it right there. That's just so funny. So I wanted to kind of jump to this scene here of the log industry area here, and kind of show you around. And all these pieces here that you're looking at, they are on the download station. Now these are our extra engines over here that is actually waiting for the big diesel train to show up and to pick up some more logs so they can go do their job. Now there's an old Shea engine right there. That's actually pretty close to one of the Shea engines that used to run in the Great Smoky Mountains. They used to cut the trees down, pick the logs up, and it looked a lot like this one. And I think whoever designed this one did an amazing job. I really enjoy just the theme of it, the detail of it. It's just beautiful. It really is. And I will use it in this area here quite often. I'll connect some cars, log cars, to it, and let it run up into the area there. So it's a beautiful engine. It just truly is there. Look at that. Look at that detail there. Isn't that something? Alrighty, back here at the warehouse, the lumber yard, we are fully unloaded and ready to head to the Smoky Mountain log area. The log area, I guess that's what you could call it there. Sawmills, not sawmills, but the log area is what I call it. Look at these engines. I'll tell you what, they are just beautiful. Really are. And the horns and all, I love the sound of the horns. And I'm not sure, like I said, I don't know where the other engine, that the passenger train that I have running, I believe that I must have stopped it for whatever reason, I guess to maybe do the filming of this. I don't know. I can't remember what I did with it, but there's a lot of work that I need to do to this island to get it completed and make it look a little bit more, factory-ish, I guess you could say, and put some more stores and shops and things like that. And boy, I tell you, there is a ton of things on the download station that you can put in one area there. You can just, your imagination is non-stop when it comes to that. So now, in this engine, the detail is just magnificent, I think. I mean, it's that gritty, grungy look of an engine that that when folks working on this engine for many years, and it's done a lot of work, a lot of jobs, a lot of running on the rails there, and still looks amazing. It really does there. So we're heading to the log yard there. We're going to get some logs, and we'll just ride along with it. And look there. Here we go back across this bridge here. I just love this bridge. It is just beautiful. It really is beautiful. And that is another thing there I was thinking of. This, you can see it, the train crossing the highway there, but this is actually some invisible road traffic. I guess that's what it's called, but to make the cars appear on the road on both sides there. That was a little challenging there, and I didn't know if they were going to if I was going to get or able to get them to stop. I'm not, I didn't know for sure, but they do stop. So all them cars there empty and heading into the woods there to pick up some logs. So you can hear the engine slowing down there, and as they're hitting, we're actually getting close to the log area in the wilderness there. And another look at our inside of our engine here. Looks really good. Looks good. They really go out to detail on these engines. Can't wait till the new edition of Trainz 19. I'm not sure if it's going to be Trainz 21 or 22. Don't know. We don't know a whole lot about it, but the one thing that I do hope that they do, or that they improve on, is of course the make it where you can do 4K. I think the visual on this is actually 2K, and I hope that they fix a lot of things that right now is that you actually have to go in and create. You have to like the traffic lights and different sorts of stuff like that. You have to make a traffic light work in this game. To actually stop cars and stuff, you have to go in and program and put different things down to make it work. So hopefully they'll add that piece of, just different things to make the game a little bit easier, so you can do a lot more creating. And I know the graphics of this game is going to improve. I'm already seeing some of the stuff that's popping up on the download station that looks really, really great. So we're coming into the log area here, and there's one of our engines there to the left there. But so these engines, they pull right up, and they will supposedly, hopefully, stop or slow up and load up some logs there. So, and of course, all this stuff you have to, just your imagination, you put down. This is a one-piece, and I do not remember what it's called, but if you just type in logs, it'll show up somewhere on the download station. But it's a one-piece, but it's a two-sided piece. One side the train picks up the logs, the other side is for unloading the logs. So them steam engines over there, they would be on the other side of these diesel engines if they were unloading logs. But since the log area right now is full, these steam engines over here to the right, they are just waiting it out until these diesels pick up these logs, so they'll have some room. And I had a lot of fun doing this little area here, or making this little area, because you never know what you're going to find on the download station that will actually make your area that you're looking at, make it more enhanced and make it look more real. And there's still, I had no idea. I've been to a log area where actually trucks come in and pick up the logs, and I don't remember seeing a train there. I don't think there was. This was when I was very young. My daddy used to go cut wood all the time, and there is where we would actually go to log areas and where they've cutting down wood, and he'd go get scrap wood and stuff. And we didn't have a truck, we had a car, and it was an old, I think it was a 62 Ford. 62 old Ford, and he'd open the trunk and we'd pile up the logs inside that trunk there. And time we got through, we couldn't hardly drive that old Ford there, but in my memory it was like this. It looked a lot like this. This area that you would drive up to, and just rugged looking, and smelled like sawdust. I mean, I remember the smell, just sawdust everywhere. So just love that smell. I really do. Love the forest smell. I mean, that's what you're smelling when you come to these areas like this. And there's one of our old engines right there, and love that. Love that. The engine sound of this, or the horn. I suppose that's what this engine sounded like. But look at the tarp right there in the back there to keep it warm, I suppose, and keep the old coal dust off of them. And just the detail on this engine here, I really do like it. And you can see it's loaded up ready to go unload them logs over there for the next round of the diesel trains coming. Yeah, that's the sound, and the bell's got a good bell sound too. Really like that, yeah. But this whole area was a lot of fun to work with. These engines here, you know, you put them into the you program them to go do what you want them to do. Now, for these the Shea engines and the old steam engines up here, this area back through here, this is where they'd load up for their coal, for their, you know, to get their engines fueled up. And I'm not sure how accurate this really would be, but I think it's pretty close there. And then of course this is an old mountain road back through here, and this is the old tracks that would take them back into the mountain hills there. Look at the mud puddles there. That's a lot what you would see there when it rains, and just a big old mess out through here. And of course you would see some old trucks loaded with logs. I don't know what's going on with the road here and these cars above the road. I don't remember them doing that. So if any of you watching this that knows anything about trains, why it would do that, I don't know. But look there, there's the mud and the tracks coming through there. This is the end of it, and this is where they'd pick up the logs and stuff, and they'd be loaded on the train, and it'd take them back out to the loading area, unloaded area out here. So. Well, folks, this is the end of this video here of the train loading the logs. And on our part 2 of this, these engines will be taking these logs over to the lumber yard. So if you will, be sure to click on it on the part 2 of the Smoky Mountain Lumber Run. I want to thank all of you for watching. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and hit that like button, and if you did like it. And until next time, this is George B. Gambler signing out. Y'all have a good day.